Hey guys, Steve at Podium 1, and last week Harrison went ahead on Instagram and sent off for your guys' questions. There's some general questions that you guys have about sim racing. Harrison, say hi. And so today we're going to go over some of those questions, give you guys some answers, and let's get going. So let's see, I'll scroll through. Someone asked here, what is the best budget wheel? So we'll walk back through a few things and show production and some other questions while we're doing this. We think one of the best budget wheels is the GSI X29. It's a great wheel. I think one of the best parts about it is how sturdy it is. It's very, very strong. It has a lot of inputs, custom controls. You can do colors and such. So we'll grab one of those. But while we're doing that, let's talk about something else that someone has here. How much is the lifetime of the sims? The sims themselves, the hardware is very, very rugged, right? I mean, you're looking at aluminum chassis. You're looking like D-Box. That thing is a tank. We've taken the D-Box systems to SEMA, to PRI, to Ferrari events all over the country. We've had literally thousands of people sitting in just one system of ours, and it's never broken, right? So very, very strong. I think the only thing that would go down in a system over time would be the PC, right? As things are constantly progressive, you're gonna have your video cards get outdated and things along those lines, but for the most part, these things are going to last a very long time. How much is this game? I'm assuming it's iRacing. So iRacing it does cost a lot. It doesn't have to. There's a monthly fee on it, or you can do an annual subscription. And then with each car and track that you decide you want, you have to buy. But you can go down a certain progressive path where you only have to do what you want, right? If you only want to stick to the formulas, you only have to go that. You don't have to buy the NASCARs and everything else that are in there. Someone said, let's see some of the production that's going on. Here's something, you guys have probably already seen these, but we do these awesome Porsche inspired rigs. So this is like our PS RS, right? So like the RS, the GT3 RS. You see the RSR replica wheel, the Porsche dash, the Porsche eyebrows. We even did it in the cool Miami blue color, button box, and things along those lines. We also have them over, here's another one you can see. We have more over here in Guards Red. We're doing a lava orange coming up here soon. We're doing a ruby star, ruby stone, whatever, wherever you are in the world, it changes. There's a golf one over there. So you see a lot of different kind of cool stuff going on with the Porsche rigs as well as just rigs in general. I mean, there in the back, you can see multiple systems with triple 48s, triple 45s, triple 55s. So we're constantly building out systems and going from there. Let's take a look here. I gotta see if I can find an X29 that's not up in the inventory. There's a whole bunch of them up there right now, but that is just so you guys can see it. If I can find one, I'll show you. But X29 from GSI, they're here locally in the United States. Awesome, awesome wheels. I think this wheel goes for like 600 bucks, maybe 649. Again, budget is all subjective, of course, but for getting started in the serious sim racing industry style, that thing's awesome. PS5 compatible. So this is another question that we get all the time from people. Are these console compatible? So the short-term answer is no. Reason being is, one, if you're using triple screens, they can't do that on console. Two, a lot of the peripherals in the high-end sim business are not console compatible yet. I think that really the only one that's out there right now is Moza for their, actually they're not, forgive me, they're not yet. So Fanatec is, but you guys all know what's kind of going on there. Whether or not you like them, that's fine. But that's really the only place you can go that has a console. D-Box won't work on console. A lot of the button boxes won't work on console. A lot of the sims, even themselves, for example, iRacing's not on console. Now, yes, you don't have to do iRacing. You can have the F1 series or some of the other things that are out there. What you will find if you put the console version next to the PC version, the fidelities are just different. The console version is far less information, if you will, compared to the PC version. So sadly, not yet. Everyone's trying to move that direction. Again, I mentioned Moza. I know Asetek and some of the other brands are working on trying to make their systems console compatible. They're just dealing with Microsoft as well as Sony for all the licensing and whatever goes on with those. Another cool one. I wanted to keep this one secret initially, if you will, right? People ask, we got to go back up to the front. People ask all the time, what is that little controller that you guys are using, right? Most of the people in the sim racing industry are used to the Logitech keyboard with the little yellow button and the trackpad and stuff onto it, which we used to use as well, like everybody else did. We just found that sometimes it was cumbersome. It was kind of hard to do everything with your hands, the way that it was set up. So what we use are these keyboards, right? So you can turn it on, it lights up, so they glow in the dark, whereas the other one didn't. Easily can do everything. It's kind of like It's kind of like turning an iPhone sideways or landscape or like an old BlackBerry, right? But you can do everything here. You got your mouse buttons up here, you got your scroll. So it literally can do everything, and it's what we use and we love them. And nice thing is, again, you can take them, they stow away right here. Easy, right? You can also get the Re keyboard at Amazon, right? Obviously we have them if you want it. They come with all of our systems. Otherwise, just look up Re, R-I-I on Amazon, the Re Mini. They have the new version, the iX or something like that, which has a little different placement of the mouse buttons. It's kind of triggers now, kind of like an Xbox controller. That's pretty cool. But again, just check it out on Amazon. You can get those. Oh, here's something about them that I really like as well. All of them come with lithium-ion batteries, right? So they're not double A's that you got to constantly worry about charging. You just plug this thing into your PC when you're not using it, and it's charged and ready to go. Looking at it, can I have it, please? I'm a pilot and the company needs a sim for airplane and helicopter work, and I see the model and prices. So right now we're actually working, here's one right here. We're actually doing a flight. This is more of a flight in VR, right? So right here, you're gonna see we have the helicopter cyclic, however, right? We have the collective, we have the anti-torque pedals. And because it's VR, you're just gonna have a simple little screen. We kind of set this up. We're testing this one right now. But super, super cool. We have a lot of different peripherals coming in for like Apaches, for F-18s, so much more. Whether it's from WinWing, from Virpil, from Komodo, from there's a handful of other ones that we're working with. Here's another real quick flight that we were kind of messing around with for helicopter. So one of the things with helicopters, you really want vertical view. Whereas with driving, you're typically doing horizontal view, right? You're looking left and right with car windows and stuff. With a helicopter, you really want more of the height so you can look down and kind of see where you're landing and such. So we actually had that rig over there tied up right in here or pushed up into it so you had the screens kind of wrapping around you. We haven't decided if we're gonna release this one. That's something that we've been playing with. So you're gonna see a lot more flight, whether it's helicopter, plane, fixed wing, all that kind of stuff. Those are all coming out here soon. How long does it take for one to be built? So the good news is, if you will, to build it doesn't take too long. It takes us about 30 hours from start to finish to building the chassis, hiding all the wires, doing all the cable management, getting the PCs built and configured and set up and everything installed, all the peripherals mapped. The downside is right now I think we have 100 and something orders in queue. So right now we're about 6 weeks for our typical production time. Someone else asks here, how are they shipped? How are they created? What does it look like? So what we're doing is a handful of things. We go ahead and crate these things in a 60 by 60 by 60 inch container, what you can see here. So we'll probably have, we just got in 10 more containers. All these will ship out this week, but this is what it looks like when it comes to you. We have training videos. We show you unboxing videos once you purchase it so you can see what it looks like beforehand inside, how to open this and how to set it up. We've had multiple people tell us that they have able to take this out and have it up and racing within an hour, right? Some people are going to be a little more, some are a little less, but we try to make this super easy. And then of course we're here. We have a support team where we get on with customers, we walk them through the install, we walk them through how to use the software. We even get people on track and take them for laps and train them with how to do that. We're also doing home installs ourselves, so if you want more of a white glove service, we're working on that. We've been doing it. We don't really talk about it too much, but you'll see a lot more of that coming out as well. And then we're working on some really cool programs for the white glove home install service. For this video, so we don't get too long, I think that's about where we're at today. Thank you so much for taking the time to look at it. Any questions at all, make sure you hit us up on Instagram at Podium One Racing. You can email us, you can look at us on YouTube, and keep sending in the questions. Some of the other things we want to do is roast my rig or rate my rigs or whose fault is it or whatever, right? We're here to help. We want to get involved and kind of do a lot more of these videos. So send us some questions, some ideas, and we'll get after it. Thanks, guys.